What's up, guys? Welcome to NMD TV. Canes all day. If you're rocking with you, then you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you had a good family time. But let's talk about college football. Let's talk about our Miami Hurricanes now. It's been 2 weeks without Miami Hurricane football, and it looks like we're headed to 3 weeks without Miami Hurricane football. And you say, why do I say that? Well, it was just announced that the Wake Forrest game has been postponed, which would, at this point, most likely if the game's postponed, I don't see the game happening at this point in the season. Now, it's been postponed because of the virus, the cases with Wake Forest's program. So Miami has had its own problems. We've been off the last 2 weeks. We're getting ready to go into Wake Forest. Well, now Wake Forest has had their problems, so the game is not happening. Since that report has come out, there has been numerous of reports that says, hey, Miami needs somebody to play. Who will Miami play? And that's the topic of the conversation that I want to have with you today. Now, here are several teams that have come up just in conversations with friends, just on the timeline. I want to let everybody know right now, only thing that's official right now, the only thing that we know for sure is that next week, Miami was supposed to play Wake Forest, and the Wake Forest game is being postponed. So Miami has an open date.
And reporters and the ACC officials, they're saying, hey, we're trying to get somebody to play this game so Miami can play next week. Well, you know, the timeline gets to rumbling, and here are a couple teams just throwing it out there that don't have games. Cincinnati, Cincinnati's looking good. They don't have a game next week. UCF, come on, boys. It's close. We can make that happen. That seems like the easiest. And here is the one that I want. Here is the team that I want to play. BYU. Yes, bring on BYU. And let me tell you exactly why I would love to play them. First, there has been a connection. A reporter tweeted this out. Ross Dillinger tweeted out, Canes versus Deacons next weekend is off, and he cites the source of, basically the virus situation. And the head coach of BYU, Coach Mentos, he asks Coach Manny Diaz, what's up, Coach Manny Diaz? Then Dan Skipper says, you think the Cuban connection can make it happen? Then Eric Monto says, if two Cubans can't take care of each other in college football, no one can. Listen now, this man added you, Coach Diaz. He wants to smoke, and you best believe I want to smoke. Now, I know what you're saying. Grant, you're crazy. We don't need to play BYU. Listen, anybody who says that, I understand where you're coming from. If you think we're going to lose if we play BYU, I understand that. If you think that we should play a group of 5 team, I understand that. I want you to get to where I'm coming from, right? Miami is sitting at 7-1 right now. And we need a big win. We haven't had that big win this season, right? BYU gives us that. All right. You got me right there. BYU versus Miami. Now, I'm not going to act like I've watched every BYU game, but I do know a little something about them. They're a good team, well-coached team, hell of a quarterback. But we got a hell of a quarterback. And I believe when we got De'Aaron King lined up on the field, I like us against almost anybody. Right? Okay, now hear me out here. Miami right now, best case scenario for us is we go to the New Year's Six bowl game right now at this point. But if we schedule BYU and we beat BYU and we beat North Carolina, the Miami Hurricanes, they have a case into making the college football playoffs. And I already know right now, there's already people in the chat right now. You're crazy. You drunk off whatever y'all drinking for Thanksgiving. But no, my friend, let me tell you why. Right now, Miami is 7-1, only lost to the Clemson Tigers, right? And they are ranked number 10th in the nation. Miami, we're number 10th in the nation. If we beat BYU, who will be ranked higher this week when the new playoffs come out, I believe they will move up in the rankings. Right now they're ranked 14. I do think they're going to move up. If we beat them in North Carolina and we end the season with only one loss, and that loss to Clemson, with the Big Ten basically announcing, because of the COVID situation, Wisconsin is eliminated from going to the Big Ten championship. The Ohio State Buckeyes, it's not 100% yet, but if they miss another game, they could be eliminated from going to the Big Ten. So you basically are taking the Big Ten out of the conversation. And if you're Miami right now and you beat a BYU team and you beat North Carolina, who at the end of the year could be a top 25 team, I would say you have a conversation with the committee. You right now, and I said this in our group chat, right now Miami has a 1% chance of making the college football playoffs. Nobody can see a scenario where that happens. If we beat BYU and we beat North Carolina, we have a conversation to be had. Am I saying we would make the college football playoffs? No. Am I saying that we would be in the playoffs? No. I'm saying with us, if we beat BYU, a conversation can be had with that resume. And you're looking at teams like Texas A&M who could still lose. You're looking at Florida who has to play Alabama. You're looking at Clemson or Notre Dame. A lot of things could happen where we move up into a top 4 or, we move up into the conversation. That's all I'm saying. If we play a group of 5 team, then we're just playing it safe and there's not a big game from it. But if we play BYU and we beat them, then that moves us up. And right now we're already ranked 10. We're only a couple of spots away. We're only a couple spots away from getting to the college football playoffs, really. We beat BYU next week. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Then we beat North Carolina. Oh, my goodness. We got De'Aaron King. A lot of positives. And speaking of De'Aaron King, right now, the Heisman race, I look at Mac Jones for Alabama, Kyle Trask for Florida. I think those two. And Trevor Lawrence, last time I checked, they put up 31-0 on Pittsburgh. So they may be trying to get him 10, 11 touchdowns. But you're looking for somebody else to get the Zoom call, to invite it to the Heisman situation or whatever, the ceremony. De'Aaron King, if you show out against a top team like BYU, right? If you show out in front of that game, you could get invited. I'm not saying De'Aaron King's going to win the Heisman because it's going to be Mac Jones, I believe, but this could help out De'Aaron King as well. I'm seeing a lot of positives, and as I said before, let me know in the chat. I want to know where y'all stand. There's a couple sides to this. Side A is you're rocking with me. You're saying, NMD TV, I see what you're saying. He called Coach Manny Diaz out. BYU wants to smoke. Let's line it up. Anybody, anywhere, anytime. Let's grind. Or you're saying, listen, man. You're on the other side that says, listen, we're 7-1. Let's go beat a cupcake team. Finish this season off. And we get the momentum going into next year. What do y'all want? Because I do see both sides, but I want the smoke. I want all the smoke.